So I usually do my homework. I find somebody who knows somebody or something. They could give me some information, like, who is it? Like, who is he? And Frenchie, they got me the tape. They got me the tape of his mother's house, where his mom's work at. You know what I'm saying? The other cribs, the studios, stuff like that.
That's the Cali tape.
Right.
Okay.
Leave it to 50 Cent to keep his foot on French Montana's neck. The man stays ready with a troll whenever French's name pops up. But this time it ain't just jokes. It cracked open a way bigger convo. That French Montana might not be running from drama, but straight into something worse. The gold-plated cage of Dubai royalty. On the surface, the headlines sound like a win. French Montana, ex of Khloe Kardashian, now engaged to Dubai princess Sheikha Mahra, worth $18 billion. To the casual fan, it looks like French finally leveled up from Coke boy to global kingpin. But dig deeper, and the shine fades. Word is, his escape ain't about love, it's about survival. With the feds still circling bad boy's wildest years, Dubai looked like paradise, but paradise has shadows. For years, whispers have circled about royals with appetites so outrageous they make Hollywood scandals look like kid stuff.
The Dubai princess has asked her husband for a divorce on Instagram, and from the looks of it, he was not loyal to her and she is fed up. This is Sheikha Mahra. She is the daughter of the current ruler of Dubai. Her father, Sheikh Mohammed, is also the prime minister and vice president of the United Arab Emirates. Mahra gave birth to her first baby 2 months ago. She married Sheikh Mana in May of 2023. And 2 days ago, she shared this message on her Instagram. It says, "Dear husband, as you are occupied with other companions, I hereby declare our divorce. I divorce you, I divorce you, and I divorce you. Take care, your ex-wife." This is a power move if I've ever seen one. Hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. This is a bold statement for anyone to post online, but especially given that she is an Arab woman from a royal family. When a woman is just fed up and done, she is done. I just hope that she can focus on being the best mother to her newborn baby girl, and I wish her the best. Let me know your thoughts.
And now French, known for chasing bags, partying heavy, and cozying up to power, suddenly lands a princess and a $7 billion safety net? That math feels way too neat. So when 50 Cent says French got bought, it hits different. It's not just about a ring, it's about the idea he traded one boss for another. He thought he left industry fire, but he might have stepped right into Dubai's stove. And unlike the feds, royalty plays for keeps. French might have bought himself time, but the cost, that's the real question.
Table, and I'm sure there were some other ones also.
Yeah. I came to Steve Rifkin when I had Chopper Down.
Mm-hmm.
I walked in the office. It was him and Gabi.
Yep.
And Gabi was manager. I was like, yo, Steve, give me $200,000. Let me go make music. You know what I'm saying? Just let me. Steve was like, nah, I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you.
Never got it.
Never got it. I dropped
Which is funny because Gabi's the president of SRC. Steve is like the CEO, but
so I don't know what type of
but Steve makes the final call.
Yeah. So I asked for $200,000. You know what I'm saying?
Now let's rewind, because you can't really clock French's Dubai escape without knowing how he even slid into bad boy's orbit. French Montana didn't just pop off with Pop That and magically get signed. The truth around that deal always smelled funny. And with all the mess that's come out in the last 2 years, fans are looking back like, wait a minute. Here's what people forget. French wasn't some nobody with a mixtape. He had options. Rock Nation was circling, Rick Ross and MMG wanted him, even Kanye's camp showed interest. But out of all those tables, he pulled up a chair at Bad Boy, the same label infamous for shady contracts and requirements that had nothing to do with music. Word was, French didn't just get a check. He got access to the lifestyle. The parties, the women, the villas, the play nice and get rewarded setups. And fans noticed. He even admitted he took less money up front than what Ross or Jay offered. Yet he still chose that path. Then came those viral photos from 2016 to 2019 of him stumbling out of villas looking half dead, always after those wild weekends tied to the mogul's celebrations. Things got darker after the 2024 arrest, when producers and ex-associates started spilling about freak-offs tied to securing deals. One producer even swore he got blackballed after refusing to play along. That's why the streets started side-eyeing French's rise, saying, "So you stayed and took the deal. We know what that means." No, there's no paper trail with French's name on it. But the circumstantial tea? Too hot to ignore. From the mogul gifting him a custom Ciroc flavor right after a long night, to that viral birthday clip. Mogul in a robe, French shirtless, both looking real suspect. People couldn't unsee it. To the industry, it looked like a normal signing. To the streets, it looked like a man trading dignity for elevation. And that's why folks think Dubai ain't any different. Just the same game, bigger bag, new master.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
So here's where the rabbit hole really cracks open. In mid-2024, FrenchMontana pops up at Paris Fashion Week. Not just flexing a fit, but flashing a fiancé. And not just any fiancé, Sheikha Mahra, a princess tied to Dubai's ruling family. That ain't no Bronx love story. That's a straight-up chess move. Why? Because at the same time, the feds were stacking evidence, tapes, trafficking whispers, money laundering trails, and everyone in that circle was radioactive. Artists, assistants, producers, even hangers-on were getting grilled. And French, he wasn't just a casual friend, he was in the mogul's shadow for years, from birthday trips to champagne endorsements. If prosecutors wanted names, his was on the list. So what does French do? He doesn't just dip out, he ties himself to one of the wealthiest dynasties in the Middle East. The Sheikha family's fortune sits around $18 billion, oil money that laughs at billions. And marrying in doesn't just get you cash. It buys protection, residency, and a wall against outsiders digging too deep. To fans, it looks like romance. To critics, it screams survival. They clock the timing of that fast engagement, how Dubai became home base, and how French suddenly looked fresher, sharper, reborn. But the comments stay ruthless. You traded in the industry for Dubai, or even harsher. Hope them sheikhs don't treat you like your old boss did. Because here's the kicker. French might think he escaped, but folks who know Dubai's power games warn he could have just swapped one fire for a hotter one.
And I'll tell you what I actually learned. A friend of mine is an air hostess, and her friend was on a flight with her, and her friend was eating like a very specific diet. So apparently the thing is, it's actually a control thing. I don't know if I can speak about sheikhs.
No, speak.
So these guys actually pay these women to hold a strict diet for like 2 weeks so that they can know that they are in complete control of what that woman is putting into her body, and the girl is shit on them.
Wow.
So the girls aren't even getting shat on, the girls are shitting on these guys, because then the guys feel like it's sick, like it's a control thing. So then they know like, oh, you listened to me for 2 weeks.
Yeah, so that's probably their kink, that girls actually listen to them.
No 2-minute noodles.
Dubai.
Here's the part French probably don't want to hear. Running from Uncle Sam to Dubai don't always mean freedom. Sometimes it just means you signed up for a whole new contract. Dubai shines with Lambos, glass towers, and tigers on yachts. But behind the glam, the whisper's been ugly for years. Influencers fly in starry-eyed, then sneak back spilling tea about palace parties where people were treated like props, men and women alike. Some royals don't see outsiders as people. They see playthings. And let's be real, when you stand next to an $18 billion dynasty, you don't call the shots, they do. FrenchMontana might look like he leveled up, but compared to that kind of wealth, he's ornamental, not powerful. Sheikha Mahra's father isn't just rich, he's one of the most feared rulers of our era. French, he's famous, foreign, flashy enough to add shine, but not enough to push back if they decide he's just another accessory. Folks online are already saying this don't look like an escape at all. More like swapping Miami freak-offs for Dubai villas, just with bigger palaces and even tighter strings. And don't forget, this family's no stranger to messy headlines. Remember Sheikha Mahra's viral Insta-divorce in 2024? She dumped her husband with just 3 words, "I divorce you." 2 months after giving birth, she blasted him online for stepping out. "Dear husband, as you are occupied with other companions, I hereby declare our divorce. I divorce you, I divorce you, and I divorce you. Take care, your ex-wife." One post, and an entire marriage was gone. If she can ice her own husband that cold, what makes French think he's untouchable? A royal defiance that bold, unheard of, and proof of how messy palace life really gets? Just look at the family tree. Princess Latifah's failed escape, Princess Shamsa's alleged abduction, both tied back to their father, Dubai's absolute ruler. Suddenly that fairy tale sheen looks cracked wide open. When power that heavy moves against you, freedom ain't promised. That's why folks online call this French's $7 billion escape plan. Marry into obscene wealth, lock in residency, and tuck yourself under a royal shield if the feds come knocking. On paper, genius. In reality, pure déjà vu. For years, people joked about French being someone's boy toy. The shirtless dinners, the birthday serenades, the Ciroc shoutouts. Now the whispers say he didn't just swap bosses, he swapped a sugar daddy for an entire dynasty of sugar. Hip-hop once sold us French as the gritty underdog, Moroccan hustle, Bronx pride. But Dubai royalty ain't no record label. You don't outshine them, you don't embarrass them, and you sure don't outlast your usefulness. If even a slice of these whispers are true, French didn't cut the leash. He just upgraded to a golden cage. Yeah, he left hot water in the States, but in Dubai, whew, he might be sitting right on the stove. Now here's the gag in all this chaos. The loudest one dragging French is 50 Cent. But what if 50 ain't just clowning? What if he's low-key warning him? Cause 50's got that big brother energy, roasting you non-stop, but still wanting you to eat. He's been calling French washed for years. A leftover, a joke. But maybe, just maybe, he sees the trap French walked into. Not chains, but velvet cages. The kind folks whisper about in Dubai. Flip it though. What if it ain't a trap for French at all? We're out here saying, bro, you sold your soul for protection, but maybe this is exactly what he wanted. Some people chase freedom, others chase comfort. French might not see a palace as a prison, he might see it as his coronation. The Bronx kid who slung mixtapes now rolling with gold-plated security. We might call it hell, but to him, it's heaven. A sea blasting, driver on call, scandal-proof walls. That's why 50's jabs sting, because they're laced with truth. 50 built his empire on independence, turning street hustle into boardroom muscle. French, he might have flipped survival into servitude, but who's really winning? The rapper still fighting for respect, or the man sipping tea behind palace gates with $7 billion insurance? To us, he looks like property. To him, he feels like royalty. And maybe that's the biggest twist. 50 can drag all he wants, but French just might be smiling, thinking this was the plan all along. So what's your read on this? Is it real love, a smart move, or just another scandal brewing? Tell me your thoughts in the comments. I'm curious where you stand. Huge thanks for tuning in to Star Watch. It means a lot. Remember to hit like, share this around, and subscribe so you never miss the drama. And if you're ready for more celebrity chaos, go check the next video. It's already lined up for you.